ensure your own survival and the longevity of Rayclast itself. Use this to annihilate those who threaten to consume Rayclast.
Hey guys, a new video. Today we're gonna go over the loot I got from my 5th set of the Strongbox farm I've been doing. We'll do some gambles, and I do want to talk about leveling gems in this video. I think a lot of people ask me what gems they're leveling or what gems should they level, and I'll just go over what gems I do level. It does change throughout the course of the league. But yeah, so let's get into that. So I did finally actually find my first Apothecary. This time around took about 250 maps, and that's pretty insane. Usually you get them in about 100 to 150, so pretty unlucky with that. I got 2 mirror shard cards, pretty low on that, I think, considering last time I got 6 of these. I got 2 enlightened and 3 dragon heart cards, so it's kind of cool. I made some temples, and I found an empower. I found 2 enhanced supports and an enlightened support, so pretty interesting. Also, I found 18 divines. A lot of these were from the diviner's delirium orbs I was using, and only 4 fracturing shards, so a little bit low on these 2. I did manage to level up 9 awaken cast on crit gems, and found some pretty interesting venters. This is a 10 quant 19 rarity with some pretty good resistances, might sell for something. And this one here, this one is only 5% increased rarity, but it has 10 quant, and it does have some interesting resistances with minus 18 lightning resistance, so it is kind of cool for people who are playing Doriani's prototype. And let's see what else. I made a few temples, found some of these uniques, found 2 more Cospreys. The game is definitely telling me to go play cast on crit. Well, we'll see about that. And I finally found an SNS mark. Now, these aren't really that expensive, but yeah, the first one I actually did find in this farm, so thought I'd include that. And as far as other items go, you know, the usual low tier. I don't even know if these are low tier. I guess they are low tier uniques that we can corrupt to try to make turn them into something nice and stuff like that. Did find a claw with fractured T2 lightning damage, so yeah, pretty interesting. I think it's worth about maybe under a divine, maybe a divine-ish or so. We'll see. And let's see, let's do them one by one this time. I think have a close look at them. So this one's lightning damage to bows. I don't think it's worth much. Another one with lightning damage. And interesting. Alright, so that's that. I think I'll save the March of the Legions for the temple. Maybe we'll do that. And let's do these heartbound loops next. Just make sure they're all 420. Yeah, and it seems they all are, so let's go. Grace aura effect, discipline, cold damage to spells and attacks. That might be worth something, I think. Wrath aura effect. Okay, I don't really think they use wrath, but yeah, that's it for that. All right, on to these guys here. Let's see. +2 curse. That's probably not worth much. Increased effect of shock is not really worth anything, actually. Okay, definitely very unlucky with these corruptions. Vulnerability on hit, that might be nice. Let's just check that real quick. 30 chaos, okay, wow, very nice. And nothing here. And nothing here. And 5% increased life, okay, probably not worth that much. It does have a pretty good roll on the what do you call it? Increased damage taken. But yeah, probably not worth that much. Okay, so that is it for the corruption. Let's just check real quick. And so pretty much nothing there, but since we did use all of our bad luck on those items, I think we can do these next. So let's go and corrupt these gems here, and that one bricked. Okay. That one also bricked, great. And that one bricked. Alright, so nothing here. That's pretty sad, actually. These two are bricked. But the thing is, with these gems, so I chose the Awaken Cast on Crit, mainly because at this point in the league, the price of this gem will continue to go up, I think. And even if I do brick these 520s, I can sell them for the same price that I bought them, or a little bit more. So usually what I like to do is, for gems, I don't usually level a certain gem. Always, I mean, the gem you level is going to change throughout the league and depending on the league, you know, what builds people are playing and stuff like that. But generally there are a few gems that are always going to be, the value is going to continue to go up for that gem. So early on in the league, I like to do gems from heist, so alternate quality gems, because first of all, they level pretty quickly. They already have quality on them most of the time, and they're usually, you can buy them for pretty cheap and you can pay in chaos. And then when you corrupt them, if you get a 2120, or if you're going for a Vol gem like this anomalous Vol Lightning Strike, you can go into Temple, and temples are pretty cheap early on in the league. Doriani's Institute is like, what, 60, 50 Cs, you know, you go if you buy them early. So they're pretty cheap to make, and even if you brick them, you can still make a little bit of profit off the bricked item. And then later on in the league, I'll do Awaken gems, and I like to do gems usually that I can buy with chaos. Usually I'll have a lot of chaos from my, you know, from farming simulacrums and stuff like that. So I don't usually like to spend my divines. I'll try to buy things in chaos and then sell in divines. So let's go quickly look how you can actually find gems. So I like to go to Poe Ninja. You go to the economy and then you can select gems. And it's actually pretty interesting. You could spend, you know, a couple hours here looking at the different prices for certain gems in different leagues, so you can kind of see what gems are, you know, valuable. And what I like to do is I'll look at the price in the past 7 days, see which gems are actually being used recently or are selling recently. And yeah, so here you can get a good idea of some of these gems. This price has gone up, it is going down a bit more. You can kind of see the trends and what people are actually buying and what is selling, so it is kind of nice to get some info here. But generally, I'll start off with, first of all, just normal gems, you know, just like Determination, Grace, and those kind of gems, trying to get a level 21. After that, I'll go into the alternate quality gems. Usually I'll be leveling gems that I want to use in my build. So in this case, for the armor stacker, it was I'll start off with Anomalous Wrath and then the Phantasmal Smites, and I'll try to level those. And once I get myself a 2120, then I will stop, or if the price of the gem is still cheap enough, then I'll continue to do these gems, because the Anomalous Wrath, it's pretty easy to hit a 2120 just with the Fall Orb. So it can be pretty nice profit early on in the league. But after a while, you know, these level up too fast, and it is a little bit annoying to go and buy gems all the time. So I'll generally want to switch over to a gem that takes a little bit longer to level. But I really don't like, you know, going and buying gems all the time. It's very annoying. So after I'll do that, I'll go into gems like Awaken Added Lightning, and usually, you know, some of the added damage ones that are pretty cheap to buy at that point, like a couple of chaos, 30, 40, 50 chaos. Level them up to level 5, and sometimes I'll just sell them uncorrupted, level 5, and actually pretty much most of the time I'm selling them uncorrupted, just, you know, level 5, because people want that bonus that you get at level 5 You can see it's +1 to elemental skill gems for this one. And for lightning, it's, you know, +1 to lightning and stuff like that. And some people actually, you know, they really need that level 5 bonus. Like, for example, with the elemental damage with attacks is you get the elemental damage from supported skills cannot be reflected. So some people actually, they're making their new build and they just, you know, they really want that bonus, and so they'll pay a little bit extra to get a pre-leveled gem. So you can usually make quite a bit of currency just by selling the non-corrupted version. You don't always have to corrupt your gems, and in some cases it isn't really even a good idea to corrupt them. Alright, so after that, usually I will try to buy gems once I've sort of pretty much got all the gear I want. I'll go into some more expensive gems. So in this case, like the Awakened Cast on Crit, or maybe some Awakened exceptional gems like Awaken Enhance, Awaken Enlighten, stuff like that. But I'm not really at that point yet. And honestly, I'm probably not even going to be leveling gems anymore because it's just too much of a pain to do. Alright, so yeah, so that's kind of what I do for gems. And I do recommend you look on the skill gems in Poe Ninja. Look at the price of certain gems throughout the league. And we can actually look on trade, I think. We go to Corrupted No, first of all. Just put this in. Alright, so Awaken Add Lightning. Let's see, I can buy this for 10 chaos, and if I have it level 5, you see it's 50. So I'd make 40 chaos, basically by leveling it up right now. So it'll be 40 times 9, so it's about a divine and a half or so you can make by leveling all of these up to level 5, just selling them as it is. And probably even more because, you know, this guy 50C, it seems like they are going for about 60 or even more. If you add some GCPs, stuff like even 100 chaos over here for non-corrupted ones, and some even for a divine, but he's like 21 days ago, so. But yeah, I like to look at, first of all, the non-corrupted value of the gem. So let's look at the cast on crit again. So you can see they're 0.9 divines, and they sell at level 5 for 1.3 or 1.2 or 1.3. And if we look at the corrupted ones too, let's look at corrupted quality 20 and level 5. So these are selling for 1 divine. So I didn't actually lose any money by corrupting this item. Okay, so that's going to be it for the gems. And, you know, there is probably some, you know, some other good gems to level. You guys can go find yourself. Like I said, so you go onto the Poe Ninja site, look at the price of the gems, what the trends are for certain gems, and, you know, figure out if the gem you're going to level is going to decrease in value by the time it's leveled up. If you're, you know, if you're fast, you can level them up pretty quickly. But if you don't really have a lot of time to play, then you might want to actually look into gems that have stable prices and aren't, you know, just going to drop in value in like a couple of days. And then on the trade site, so you look at the non-corrupted first value for a level 1 and then for a level 5, and see how much profit you're going to be making by leveling that gem up to level 5. But anyways, yeah, enough about the gems. And so last thing we got here is I did find quite a few ancient orbs throughout the Strongbox farm. And so I think what we'll do is we'll try to get a headhunter or something like that. Probably a bad idea because, you know, ancient orbs are a big scam and you should always just sell them. You should never actually use them yourself because you're not going to really get anything, but see what happens. Yeah, and I think because they added a few new belts this league, that it's actually even worse to actually use these because it just makes hitting the headhunter or the mage blood even harder because there's more belts that you can actually roll. That's why I actually have a bunch of Orb of Regrets over here. Oh, that was a Rislothas. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I don't think it's actually worth that much this league. Alright guys, so this is why you should never ever use your ancient orbs. You should definitely go sell them, because I think that was worth about 7 divines or so of ancient orbs. But anyways, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you know what kind of video you guys want to see next. I think I might be done with this series for now. I'm not really sure if I want to continue it, because it is getting a bit boring. Might want to play on the lightning strike guy a little bit more and get some more upgrades, maybe do some bossing. I do have quite a few of these invitation things, so maybe I'll run these, see what happens. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.